Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 5A of Dragon Age Origins. Today it's another Codex. It is another Codex episode. This one should be um, what was I going to say? Shorter than the last one. So we did get one on Ostagar. I remember that I accidentally clicked, so we'll do this first. In fact, no, we'll collapse it and we'll go to magic and religion. So we've done all these last time, so now we're going to do the Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For as long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart. Always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Tevinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavour. Lyrium is a powerful substance that is mined typically in the deep roads by the dwarves, and it is very helpful in supplicating magic and basically boosting magic. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloguing a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through the sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals, and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. From Tranquility and the Role of the Fade in Human Culture by First Enchanter Josephus. So what's really interesting there is that basically all demons and spirits, they mimic and reflect human nature and human thoughts, human feelings. The Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the Circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi shop, and every one of these shops is run by a Tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wishes to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. From the In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Travels of a Chantry Scholar. And that's that. We're on to Culture and History with King Maric Theirin. It's difficult to separate the man from the myth. The last survivor of the bloodline of King Calenhad, the Silver Knight, King Maric drove the Orlesian forces from Ferelden's borders, reclaimed the throne, and freed our people from foreign tyranny. All true and all larger than life. He was born in hiding near Cathal's crossing to the rebel Queen Moira, and grew up in the rebel camps, an outlaw in his own country. When the rebel queen died, Maric inherited her homeless nobles, malcontents, and displaced freeholders, and with the aid of his friend Logain MacTier, built them into an army. After the pivotal Battle of River Dane, Maric took the throne. He married Rowan, daughter of Rendorn Gwyrin, Earl of Redcliffe, and began the long, slow process of rebuilding everything Orlais had demolished during 70 years of occupation. I think we've got Ostagar to do now. Representing the furthest point of encroachment by the ancient Tevinter Imperium into the barbarian lands of the southeast, the fortress of Ostagar was once one of the most important defensive holdings south of the Waking Sea. It stood at the edge of the Korcari wilds, watching for any signs of invasion by the barbarians known today as the Chasing the Wilders. Straddling a narrow pass in the hills, the fortress needed to be bypassed to reach the fertile lowlands to the north, and proved to be exceedingly difficult for the Wilders to attack because of its naturally defensible position. Like most Imperial holdings in the south, Ostagar was abandoned after Tevinter's collapse during the First Blight. It was successfully sacked by the Chastened Wilders, and then, as the Chastened threat dwindled following the creation of the modern Ferelden nation, fell to ruin completely. It has remained unmanned for 4 centuries, though most of the walls still stand, as does the tall Tower of Ishal, named after the great Archon that ordered its construction. Ostagar remains a testament to the magical power of the Imperium that created it. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Patrine. Done that one, done that one, done that one, yep. On to characters, we only have Wynne. I will not lie motionless in bed, with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. Wynne's talent became apparent early on, particularly her skill at healing magic. She was well liked by all her mentors and was recognised as an exceptionally gifted student. Even the Templars who watched her could not deny that she had represented the best the Circle had to offer. She was an intelligent young woman who possessed a quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years. She spent many years mentoring apprentices within the Circle, and her peers thought so highly of her that she was asked to be First Enchanter Irving's successor, but she refused, saying that she had no desire to work in the upper echelons. When word reached the Tower of King Kaelin's call to arms, Wynne volunteered to go to Ostagar. We can skip whatever one it is about that and Books and Songs, Legend of Luthias Dwarfson. At an early age, Luthias was smaller than most children of the Alamari. At the age of 12, Luthias saved Tutha, the son of the tribal chief, from his own dog. The dog had gone rabid, and when it attacked Tutha, Luthias slew it with his bare hands. Tutha's father, Mabane, was impressed with Luthias' strength and bravery, and so took him in as his own son. When Luthias grew to manhood, he became known for his charisma and bravery. While shorter than his fellow warriors, Luthias was stronger and doughtier than any warrior in the tribe. When Luthias was still a young man, Mabene sent him to the dwarven city of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance. Mabene's tribe had come into conflict with other Alamari, and he needed as much help as he could get. Luthias was unable to convince the Dwarven King to aid his tribe, but fell in love with the king's daughter, Skaya. Luthias and Skaya fled the Dwarven realm and returned to his tribe. Skaya taught Luthias the art of fighting without pain, the berserker state known as the Battle Wrath, and with it Luthias became a renowned warrior. Luthias led his tribe to many victories, until eventually he replaced his foster father as chief of his tribe. This peace would not last. During a feast between the tribal leaders of the Alamari and the Avar, the beautiful and powerful Avar chieftain, Morriganen, became enamoured with Luthias and seduced him. Skaya learned of the tryst and fled to the village to return to Orzammar. When Luthias rebuffed Morriganen's offer of marriage, she left in great anger, and from that moment on, there was a war between the two tribes. For 15 years, the Alamari and Avar fought. During the Battle of Red Falls, a powerful young warrior from Morriganen's tribe challenged Luthias to a battle. Luthias was injured grievously, but slew the boy. Morriganen revealed that the boy was Luthias' son, conceived 15 years ago during their tryst. She cursed Luthias as the murderer of his own kin, and the Battle of Red Falls turned against Luthias. Morriganen defeated Luthias in battle after battle until the Alamari were driven to the foothills of the Frostback Mountains. There Luthias made a last stand, and the night before Luthias' final battle, Skaya came to him and offered him a dwarven suit of chain in exchange for a night together. Luthias agreed and wore the armour the following morning in battle. The battle was fierce and bloody, and Luthias met Morriganen in personal combat. In the end, Luthias slew the warrior woman, but not before receiving a mortal wound to his heart, the chain inexplicably unable to block her final blow. Luthias died, and after the battle was done, a party of dwarven warriors came down from the mountains and took the body of Luthias back to Orzammar. From the legend of Luthias Dwarfson, author unrecorded, circa 350 ancient. And that's all the codex we have today, so thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.